When it comes to sheer technology, few cars are as anticipated as the redesigned Audi A8, a flagship sedan that Audi says is the world's first production car that can drive itself and monitor your surroundings in certain situations, but not yet for the US market. We'll get to that last part in a minute, but let's start with styling. The A8 is a bit of a conservative redesign. It's not this kind of revolutionary new styling, more of a progression of what we've already seen from Audi, especially on the A4. This is a six-sided grille right here. It sits low, similar to the last A8's grille, but it's got a little more edginess to it. You come around to the inside, and there's a lot that's changed. If the exterior changes seem gradual, the inside has some significant differences here. We'll start with all the screens. There's about a 10-inch screen up here, and a secondary screen sits down below it, and that essentially takes the place of Audi's traditional multimedia interface knob-based system. It should make for more natural controls here since it's a touchscreen with things like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone compatibility. But I gotta say, we're never fans of automakers just kind of taking physical controls and just burying them into either capacitive touch buttons or even just touchscreen submenus, and it looks like the new A8 does a lot of that. There's just a lot of important functions here: climate control, heated seats. Those are all buried into submenus now. Even the fan registers up here, those are capacitive touch as well. I don't know, we'll have to drive it and play around with it a lot to see if it really works. Now, any top-shelf luxury sedan has to have tons of rear seat room, and that's certainly the case with this A8L here at the auto show. I'm about 6 feet tall. That's where I would sit to drive. As you can see, just tons of space left over here. Controls for things like reclining and moving forward and backwards in the rear seat. Similar to what you see in the BMW 7 Series, there's a little tablet here that comes out that actually has a lot of controls on that for things like heated seats, so on and so forth. Now, as far as self-driving, everything we talked about in the introduction here, Audi says this is the first production car with level 3 autonomy. That means it can drive itself and monitor your surroundings at speeds up to 37 miles per hour on highways with a physical barrier between you and oncoming traffic. That's thanks to a couple dozen ultrasonic, laser, radar, and camera sensors overall, and it's part of a feature called Traffic Jam Pilot. Now, unfortunately, US regulations mean that Traffic Jam Pilot in its full form won't necessarily be able to make it yet. Audi is still in talks with regulators to figure that out, so stay tuned. We'll know a lot more once the A8 goes on sale in late 2018.